Hey guys, Andy here. Just another blog for you guys. I wanted to talk about a few things, and amongst the top of the things is, sorry I didn't make one for Thanksgiving, but things happen. So, uh, happy Thanksgiving or late Thanksgiving, however, whatever. Anyways, um, a while ago I had a discussion with my father about the pendant that I wear. Now, for those who aren't all that educated in what it is, for whatever reason, not judging anyone, this is a pinnacle, a five-pointed star uh, surrounded in a circle. And it's got many meanings, but um, a lot of people seem to have this misconception that it deals with Satanism, which in this manner is false. If it was uh, oriented the other way, upside down, with a point towards the earth, then I would somewhat agree with you. Uh, the pinnacle itself doesn't mean anything negative. If anything, it actually has several positive meanings. In fact, it only gained negative meaning circa 1800s because of this poet that wrote about Baphomets and stuff like that, demons of hell. And that was the first time it was actually associated with hell and Lucifer, whatever. Uh, yeah, it's got several meanings. And for the longest time, it was actually known as a Jesus star. You know, it represents the 5 points of stigmata: the crown, the wrists, the ankles, and the body. Fun fact. Also, before that, it was known as the Seal of Solomon. So yeah, it's actually got very strong ties to God uh, and his followers and disciples and son. So yeah, um, if you wear a pinnacle for whatever you choose to wear as a pendant, I don't think you should be afraid to show it off. You know, you should never be afraid to express your beliefs. I mean, for me, this represents protection and uh, respect for all things that God made. That's what it means to me. You know, it also represents peace and order. But yeah, um, I know some people wear pentacles because they're Wiccan. I'm not a Wiccan. You know, I'm not a witch, either good or bad. I don't worship the devil or anything. Uh, I'm Christian. So yeah. So yeah, don't be afraid to um, stand up for what you believe in. You know, and don't be afraid to wear something because it has negative connotations when it doesn't mean a negative thing to you. Just make sure you have the knowledge to back it up, so you don't look like a fool when you get into an argument about it. If you get into an argument about it. Anyways, yeah. I wanted to recite a story for you guys that I wrote a while ago. It was a short story. It's called The Present. And the context of this is not a moral lesson or anything. It's just something that came to me. So yeah, here we go. And this is no preparation or anything, so forgive me if I flub up a few times. But yeah. In a time forgotten, or perhaps unknown to anyone, two gentlemen traveled in an incomparably hellish desert together. One gentleman was a young man named Stubble, and the other Longbeard. Stubble and Longbeard had been together for a very long time. If one were to ask exactly how long, the answer would be a shrug and a puzzled look, accompanied by the following from Stubble. Sorry, I cannot say with any certainty for how long I've known Mr. Longbeard, but it is told that he has known me before I was born, before I was birthed, long before I was even a twinkle in me father's eye. Mr. Longbeard doesn't say much. He is He is a deafening enigma, of which would madden any companion. If one were to ask Mr. Longbeard why he is indeed such a mystery, the answer would be something like, "If I told you, then life would be too easy." Only in not so many words. In fact, the statement would really be an inference because Longbeard wouldn't even say that much. Just to prove a point, perhaps, or maybe he truly has no answer. He has never said a word. It is almost as uncertain as what goes on in Longbeard's head for how long the two have traveled in the desert. It is equally almost as uncertain the why of how the two have come to be here. But if one were to push for an answer, Stubble would simply reply, "I think Mr. Longbeard told me to follow him, but I don't remember hearing a single word." He would puzzle over the memory for some time before setting the matter aside for another time. Stubble asked Longbeard, "Where are we going?" Longbeard remained silent, stoic. The two pressed on. It was unbelievably hot. Where there prospered sand instead of endless rock, jutting out like teeth and scales, the sand would melt into glass. Were the proper sand instead of were there proper sand, instead of endless rock jutting out like teeth and scales, the sand would melt into glass. Instead of flame, any and all who would venture through this leviathan place. The wind constantly buffeted the two, but the wind only blew hot, sharp air into their lungs. Stubble asked Longbeard, "How long are we to walk?" Longbeard simply shrugged. Stubble had felt the need to fill the ever-growing, crushing silence. "You know, I really don't know why I'm here, or where here is. I only wish you would say something. I want to go home." Longbeard turned to Stubble and said, "You are home." Bewildered, Stubble said, "What? No, I'm not. There's no one here but us." Longbeard nodded. "Everything wants to kill us or see us die horribly." Longbeard nodded. "Why did you lead me here?" Only silence. The anger and frustration built and built. Stubble was at his breaking point. How long had he followed Longbeard? How long had he relied on Longbeard's love for him? They were together for a very long time. "You must no longer follow me, for I need time to think," said Longbeard. "You need time to think? We've been doing nothing but walking and thinking for a very, very long time now. I think you've had enough time to think." "I'll always love you. Don't forget your gift from before we came to the desert. But don't let it hold you back, for it will kill you. Goodbye, friend." And Longbeard was gone. He simply was not there anymore. Stubble searched his pocket. He found a piece of fruit gone rancid. It had been a very long time since he had eaten, and he knew that if he didn't eat soon, he would die. He looked around. There was nothing but flat rock for miles and miles. If he ate the fruit, he would die. His present would kill him as surely as it would the desert. What now? He collapsed in tears, clutching the fruit. Many questions never answered raced through his head. He held the fruit to his breast, got up, and started walking again. He died a short time after, but he did not let his gift kill him. He died with regret, but he never let his present kill him. It was all he had. The end. So, I hope you enjoyed that. Outside of that, I've not really been working on too much, I've actually decided to practice my scales on guitar. Because, you do get somewhere learning how to play songs, but to actually be able to compose songs for yourself, it takes more than just mimicry, but rather a better understanding of musical notes along the fretboard by studying your scales and chords. So I'm actually trying to take a more formal approach to my learning. In terms of art, it's here and there. I've got a commission that I need to do for a certain someone's birthday. I won't mention their names here, lest they get flooded with spam or whatever. Next year, I plan on opening up a booth at NecoCon. If you would like to help me with that, either showcase your own art and sell it, or just to help me run it or whatever, it's fine, let me know. You have until, I would say, next October, so you've got quite a bit of time before it's too late. So NecoCon, anime convention that starts at the beginning of, or the first weekend of every November at the Hampton Convocation Center in Hampton, Virginia. Um, look forward to it. Hopefully, this will help me in my overall goal of getting my artwork known, or better known, and actually making money off of it so I can provide for my family and whatnot. And of course, peace and prosperity and wealth. Other monetary kind, because I got plenty of the other kind. Alright. Night, you guys.